Welcome back to some r/AskReddit with the Rosy Pair. Today, the ladies of Reddit are answering this question. What is the biggest misconception about your bodies that all men should know? Let's see if I can get this video age restricted as well. Just because we are tight doesn't mean we are a virgin. We are probably either uncomfortable or just built that way. Once had a conversation with a boy who tried to convince me, a woman, that I'm wrong and he's right. He was the virgin. I cannot stand when people think that just because someone is tight doesn't or means that they've never had sex. It just means she's really good at Kegels, which is something you all need to work on, ladies. Whether you are wanting a good sexual experience for your partner, or you are needing to strengthen your pelvic floor for a baby, or you're just having some minor bladder malfunctions, Kegels are very important. One thing I've told my sister, with my mother standing right next to me, was if you are peeing, you need to try to stop it midstream. That is how you practice your Kegels. This is not about the body, but my partner thought the wings of the pad stuck to the legs rather than the underwear. You mean like you unfold the wings and you stick them to the inside of your thighs, and then when you take it off, you rip the hair out? I'm an electrician, surrounded by men all day. One of them legitimately thought we peed out of our clitoris. He's in his 30s, married, and has kids. I cannot tell you how many men believe that the clitoris and the urethra are the same thing because they are so close together. I swear I wish I was making this up, but I had one guy ask me if it's true that our vagina closes when we get our menopausal age, like if the hole ceases to be there. No, sir, it doesn't. When they tell you don't stop, don't stop. Keep going the same way. Don't change it up. Don't add anything to it. Don't take anything away from what you're doing. They like it and are probably going to come from whatever you are doing. Sometimes don't stop just means keep going. I mean, how hard is it to understand? You found something she likes. She's in the middle of climax. Don't stop it. It's just going to piss her off, and you're both going to have a huge headache by the end of the day. And it's going to suck. Trust me, it's going to suck. Just how much different types of birth control affects our bodies, physically and mentally. Reading these responses has me in tears. I can't believe the vast array of terrible experiences we've all had. I know when I was going through it, I thought I was crazy due to my doctor's downplaying of my feelings and symptoms. Hopefully, if anyone else is feeling that way, they can come here and find comfort knowing they aren't alone. I heard a comedian ask a woman why she got off birth control, and the reason this woman got off birth control is because it made her break up with her boyfriend of 7 years. The clitoris is not like a scratch card. I won't come when you try to rub it off. The clitoris does not need to be scrubbed. You do not need to rub it as hard as you can. It's like a pussycat. The clitoris is a kitten. You need to pet it gently and carefully and in the right way, or else you will get scratched and not in the fun way. Labia minora shape doesn't determine tightness. Labia minora and labia majora are, in layman's terms, the vaginal lips. The majora are the lips that you see on the outside of the vaginal opening. The labia minora are the lips on the inside of the majora that cover the opening of the vagina. If her vagina smells like flowers, she probably has or will get infections from washing it with soap. Scented soaps are very harsh on the vaginal area. Use an unscented soap or just water to clean yourselves. If it gets so terrible that you need to clean yourself better, talk to a physician or a gynecologist about what you should do. Periods don't just cause belly cramps. It spreads to our backs, kidneys, sometimes arms and legs. We have huge headaches, we get dizzy, sometimes throw up, faint, get insomnia or hypersomnia, can't eat anything, or are always hungry. There are some cases where women get cramps that are so terrible they have to go to hospitals. Also, don't expect the boobs to be perfectly round, and if they are really big, they're probably hanging like grandma's tits. It's normal. Gravity affects them too. Not everyone's tits are the same. And unfortunately, gravity wins, no matter what. The body does not have ways of preventing unwanted pregnancies from unwanted touching. There are many children who are the product of sexual assault. The bigger the boobs, the bigger the back pain. Yes, I had a friend at school whose tits were enormous, and she had to wear a back brace because of it. We actually had a running joke that she was going to get a breast reduction, and whatever they took out of her boobs, they would put in mine. The clitoris isn't on our left flap. Or the right. We don't enjoy boobs as much as we flex them. They are constantly getting in the way. I cannot tell you how many times I have looked down and had to pick up my boobs to see what's underneath them. I cannot tell you how many times I have wished there were times where I could just take them off and hand them to my husband so that he can play with them while I go do something else. For the love of all that is holy, we cannot shut off our periods. We cannot control it. Also, no, the vagina does not change shape based off how many people we've slept with. If women could just turn off their period, do you think that we wouldn't just do that? It is basically impossible to know you're pregnant until you're already 4 weeks pregnant. The pregnancy is dated from your last period, but HCG tests can't detect pregnancy until around the time that you will miss a period. Any lawmaker who says that someone had 6 weeks to make a decision is either working from an incompetent knowledge of reproduction or being disingenuous. There's nothing I can say to touch on this subject other than you don't know you're pregnant when it happens. You won't know you're pregnant until A, you show symptoms, or B, you take a test. There is no way to know you are going to be pregnant unless you do one of those two things. Breastfeeding is hard work. Don't you dare minimize it by saying you can just make more if some is spilled or ruined in some way. That is one instance where crying over spilled milk is completely warranted. In some cases, breast milk doesn't even come in, so that makes it even harder to deal with. When my husband got his vasectomy, he said, "I'm so glad I got this, babe. No more babies, no more birth control for you, and no more periods." That's not how biology works, honey. Took him a minute to realize his mistake. I mean, at least he tried, right? He tried making you feel better. Unfortunately, it probably made you feel worse, but he tried. That's the least you can do, right? But that's going to be it from me today, guys. If you absolutely love the video, don't forget to like down below. Don't forget to leave a comment telling me what I can do better, what your idea for the story is, or what you would want to do. And don't forget to subscribe and share the video around, because we're trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. We don't have that much time left. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!